Welcome, traders, to the last day of March 2021. It is currently 5:50. I'm right on time for once. My showers are long, folks, because I have to clean up all of that dirt from trading the puts, right? So remember our joke that how certain traders they feel dirty after trading puts. So yeah, for me, I have to spend a lot of time in my shower. So welcome to Successful Trading Pre-Market Analysis. This is our pre-market analysis here, where we help you take your trading to the next level with education, and we equip you with the tools, the knowledge to be able to make money out of these markets. Plain and simple as that. So typically we are a handful here. Like right now, I see 8 concurrent viewers. Well, that's all we need to get going. So without any further ado, let us go ahead and dive in by saying hello to the one and only Mr. Bishop Gates. Hope we're all well with you, sir. Across from the pond in London, Mr. Nick. My brother, Mr. Barrier, who says, "Good morning. May all of you have a blessed day." We certainly hope so. JLo, Miss JLo. I cannot have a stress face after our very entertaining one-on-one coaching session and the stories that. So, Miss JLo, you see Miss Marcy? Miss Marcy is another trainer. I say you to say hello. She's part of our small community here. So, say hello to each other there inside of the Discord room. Okay, folks. Well, at first, I don't know. You see how happy I am when I get when I get out of the shower. Hopefully, the sound is acceptable. I've been getting feedback, a lot of feedback about the sound going in and out. So really, I'm trying my best such that the quality, at least, of the broadcast is acceptable. Because if you guys we cannot communicate, then it's a moot point passing along this knowledge. All right. So first of all, exciting news. Well, exciting news. I don't know why I am excited, right? So let's cross our fingers that the everything goes according to plan. So because today is the end of the quarter, notice that not only SPY, yeah, but QQQ, IWM also have expiration today. And yes, all of them will have expiration tomorrow as well. So for that on here, let's try to get together live. I'm going to send a link uh, very shortly after, let's say when I get time. Obviously, we do the transition from here to the trading session. But I will send the link for 2:30 p.m. Eastern. So from 2:30 p.m. Eastern, we will have a live broadcast to trying to see. I want to expose to give the trader exposure to what happened at the end of the quarter rebalancing. The market yesterday was dull. I mean, spikes didn't move yesterday. QQQ was just like, right? So not that many movements. So today, I think they somehow there's a high probability they will make it up. So let's convene. If it's a boring session, hey, that's fine. But at least we will be ready. We will make every point for us to be ready to look at the last 90 minutes live at the end of the day today to see what's happened. So SPY is where Wednesday, so you know that SPY has expiration on Wednesday. But you can check. Hopefully you didn't make, because that happened to me once where you make the mistake at the end of the quarter. Let's say you want to trade the QQQ options or the IW options. Instead of buying the one that expire normally, it should have been Friday, but Friday we are closed. So the last day of the trading this week is going to be this Thursday, April 1st, April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day, folks. Okay, so I don't know about you, but that's by itself will definitely have its moment. But today, 2:30 p.m. Eastern. I will send the link for that and post it inside of our Discord. All right, so that still leave us between now and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. A full how many hours? It's currently 8:54 a.m. Eastern time, so we will have about 6 hours, five hours to get there. Yes, so let's see what we can get out of this market between now and then. There's in pre-market. I've been watching pre-market for almost 2 hours. No, is it true? Maybe an hour and a half. I saw some things that are moving. The one thing that I noticed, there was a lack of volume very early. I mean, across the board. But the stock that had volume, we want at least to spend time sharing that information with you here. But first, let's take a look at our ETFs here, the exchange traded fund. Namely, on the screen right now, we have QQQ. This is a chart of QQQ. You can see the range for the last 10 days, really. Uh, the high has been over that 10-day period. The high has been 320. Yeah. On two occasions, QQQ was rejected at 220 on the 16th and on the 17th, and then the low has been 307.39 on the 25th. That's range bound, right? So hence the slope of the momentum, right? The yellow line. I want you to think of our yellow line is our exponential moving average 8. Yeah, that is the most recent momentum. Obviously, you can tell me that, hey, well, what if I decide to go and do EMA 3? That traders who use EMA 3, meaning the last 3 days, tells you the momentum over the last 3 days. You can do that as well. But 3 days in this market doesn't really tell you. I mean, it gives you what's happened over the last 3 days, but we want that extra information with 8 days. So that line has been relatively flat, meaning no direction. We do not know at this stage, are we bullish or are we bearish? This is sideways, and this is what us as option traders, we do not want, because that's, we lose money in either direction. Either you have calls or puts on this chart. For individual days, yes, obviously you can tell me that, hey, if you short, if you took puts, assuming you're willing to be dirty, right? It's like, no, I'm going to use an analogy that's, I don't know, somebody sent the other day, they think that, hey, everybody wants to go to paradise, yeah, but nobody's willing to die. Yeah, you want to make money out of this market, but you don't want to feel dirty trading puts. Yeah, I thought that was a nice one. Okay, so, enough. I mean, hopefully that's also well received on there. So yeah, they did the series of lower lows here from the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. Yes, but I mean, buying large. That's why you see trading option, day trading. It has its advantages, because then you don't have to worry about the overall trend. Each and every day present its maybe big or small opportunities. So sideways on here, the overall trend direction of the market, we have no idea what's going on. So hopefully April, they decide to do what they want to do. All we know, there was a print the other day at 316.80 on QQQ. So its struggle has been the resistance line has been the green line, exponential moving average 20, meaning the longer term momentum, right? This is it here. Over the last 4 days, it has not been able to go above that. And when you see that, even in a situation of a gap like this morning, QQQ is gapping what? 0.6%. That's about 2 points. It's starting exactly right there. I'm going to show you another stock here, hopefully, where a stock that's beginning to gain momentum, but in pre-market, the resistance level was exactly at that. So just wait, like in 3 minutes, I will show you that same thing there. But you can start reading chart technical analysis and pretty much not guessing, but some forecasting, if you will, because those resistance level, they are really key, and the price will make it post on the very. So that's that on QQQ. Here's SPY. SPY on the other end, actually, it's quite different, because though it didn't move yesterday, look at the candle yesterday, very tiny candle, right? On the downside, little bit from 394.42 to 393, so 1.42 points. That's not even. The ATR for SPY, folks, is about 5.5. What's ATR? ATR stands for average true range, meaning the amplitude between the high and the low of the stock for each day. So the last couple of days definitely bucked the trend on here. So some in technical analysis, they will tell you that, hey, this is the beginning of the bull flag. So if it breaks, can break on the upside, and there's plenty of direction. Look at the upper Bollingers are opening up nicely on SPY. So 400, it's game, folks. The question is when. By our quantitative analysis study, we are still expecting a move on SPY between today and tomorrow. Will it be on the downside? Will it be on the upside? You can trade that accordingly on here. Very little movement out of SPY this morning. So, I mean, it's not a bad idea if we really want to go gangster on it, to say, okay, fine. But Either we do that or we just say, okay, we will look at follow the direction. And we know that definitely when we convene at 2:30, there will be some type of fireworks to close this Wednesday. Well, at least we hope so. And we have a strategy here, folks, how to take advantage of that each and every time. All right, so that's SPY on the, what else can I see on SPY on here? Oh yeah, so in terms of levels, so from 395 where we are on pre-markets, I mean, from, yeah, I will go straight up in close 400, so plus or minus 5 points, so plus 180 on that. And because we have expiration today and tomorrow, you can decide to either take the hedge for today and expiring today and your prime position expiring tomorrow. We're going to talk more about that technique at 2:30 Eastern when we get together for the live session to close the quarter and the month. All right. Very quickly here, IWM, and then we will jump into FinViz to see what's moving and to make some highlights, a commentary on some stocks on here. So IWM, you see, there's definitely this market, the market as a whole, within a market, obviously you have this ETF, you have these sectors, you have this industry, right? It seems to me there's big divergence right now between the tech, the larger market overall, because SPY encompasses all of the sectors, right? SPY has 10 sectors, all of the economy, and it's so meaning is the broader market. When we trade QQQ, we are trading the techs mostly. IWM is the small cap. Here, unlike SPY, the slope of that EMA, the recent momentum, is downwards. Now maybe it's flattening a little bit, but we have been trading for 1, 2, 3, 6 days. The last 6 days, we have been trading below the major moving averages. And that yellow line has been a strong resistance here for over those 6 days, right? And guess what? We are starting right now. Exactly just below that yellow line. The EMA here, if I hover over it, you can read it on the right hand side, is at 219.15. And the print, according to TradingView here, it's at 218.86. So, all right, so this gives you an overall view. So not all ETF are, from a technical point of view, are tracking in the same direction. That's interesting just by itself, meaning that you could be trading calls on one of the ETF and puts on the other one. So let's say before we dive into FinViz and to tell us which stock are moving, so we say hello to Miss Marcy, Mr. Donny. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Mr. Joe. Our pal Joe. I like that name. And the one and only Mr. T from London. All right, folks. Okay. So if there are no stock for us to look at, as we are now 9:02, meaning it is 1:02 p.m. in London, let's go here and use our tiny tool on here. FinViz. So on FinViz, we can come in here. For us, we are looking at stock that are optionable. If we can center this so that people can actually see it. Optionable, over $20, over 1 million share. Before I go that, because I usually tend to forget. So, okay, so there are a couple of stock that we need to take a look at. There is a stock that had earning this morning, Walgreens, WBA. Then there is a stock that is bound to have earnings after hours today. That's Micron, MU. So those stocks are definitely worth it. Remember, right? The technique for us, we don't trade option before earnings, but we do trade after earnings. So for WBA, I don't think I cannot say that I've traded that over earnings. But let me see here if I can quickly check if it's part of a quant analysis for earnings, to trying to see if there's any prehistory on that. And then Apple is worth a mention just because yeah, Apple was upgraded. I don't know if they needed that. So Apple is trending up. I'm sure most of you are a fan of that. This is a stock that has been going nowhere recently, right? Really stuck at that 119, 120 range. So let's see if it's doing seem to have Walgreens. I don't remember trading Walgreens as part of our quant analysis. Maybe I will ask that as that document is currently being produced that it's added. I'm quickly checking here. Sorry, on my other screen. In the meantime, you are seeing that stock that's are bullish on her. Plug is one of them. The president of the United States will be unveiling the infrastructure bill or initial series of initiative. That speech according to my research, it's scheduled for after the market close. So after 4 p.m. Eastern. So maybe in the extra 15 minutes after knowing the timing, you may see the indexes because remember, again, SPY, QQQ, IWM, they have expiration today. And we know they trade an extra 15 minutes all the way to 4:15 Eastern, right? So if let's say the president starts speaking at 4:05, we may have hopefully you will be with us, right? Because if we start at 2:30, we will go all the way to 4:15. That's where we will see. I'm not sure what time it precisely MU will be unveiling its earnings. But yeah, MU you can day trade that because as people anticipate the earning today, you can day trade that and close your position whatever you follow the trend, whatever direction that is going. Using above we were posting higher highs, below we were posting lower lows, and then close your position before the market close at 4 p.m. Eastern on MU. That's a strategy that we have used on here on several days because what will be happening is that implied volatility will be increasing big time. All right, so meaning the option will be more and more expensive as we approach the close. That's how market makers they work, folks. So that's a tiny secret on the for you. So yeah, at 2:30 p.m. it will be a good time for us to scalp, to do some scalping on MU on there. So plug, yeah, the reason I'm talking about plug because that's the energy, the clean energy, it's something since the new government started. That's what took this stock to all the way to 70. But since then, my friend, from February to now, in 2 months' time, the stock has gone from 70 to 35, 50% down. Yeah, that's a lot of we have a lot of stock like that in this market. It has definitely been crazy. Other stock that have been having news here and similar type of run, and then since February, from a high of 60, the cannabis stock, yeah. So here, still right here on here this morning is gapping 4% at $22. But look at this chart, we can actually see, oh, this is support. The support has been exactly at this area, right? So 3 times, but it hasn't bounced. It has just plateaued. It has just stopped the downward trend and has been going sideways since pretty much the 3rd week of February. Should this thing resume going up with some of the news that we've heard about New York legalizing cannabis and everything else, maybe it's a good investment on here. It's either buying the stock straight up at this price because the price is really nicely accumulating at this price level. All right. So those are the one. And then I want to bring one that some of us here we are familiar with. Last time we traded this was a day that's the last time we got together for a live session. Here's NEO. NEO this morning. Let me show you the chart of NEO. It's up in pre-market. We took a position. Was it last Friday? Yeah, it was last Friday. The April 16 50 calls on NEO. We start building that position. And let's share the chart of NEO on here with you. The reason for that because it displays support at that price, yeah. And then look at this now. Remember how I was showing you on IWM that the resistance on a chart, like especially one of these lines, right, the EMAs. Notice how NEO is exactly trading the EMA here. I mean, the yellow line. I mean, it's not an accurate sense. 38.50 they are saying, but the stock is starting just 30 cents above that at 38.81. So on here for NEO, oh, just be careful, folks. In this type of bounce, it's very possible that the trade here actually could be on the other direction. I don't wish for that, but I need to be ready for that. Meaning that if we're just full blown here, we are saying that, oh, NEO, we can only be going up. No, this type of stock that they will be going up. So this gap on here, like this candle, I'm thinking about this candle here. Yeah, in this recovery, they gap. Look at the gap here. The gap went from 41.35 to 43.50, actually to 45 because it gapped, posting a high. But the beta trade on that day, yeah, the expiration is tomorrow anyway, folks. Yeah, so be ready on both directions. You can definitely make money on here if you're holding calls. NEO put in a nice run that could end up being facing this line of resistance here, meaning 40.74 is definitely possible. And then for the rest of the day, come and post a low. So the beta trade on this day here, this was March the 10th. You have had $5 from the high to the low. You can replay this candle using the replay button here. That's the value of trading view on here. So be mindful on here. So for me, definitely, I'm going to be looking at NEO with both my eyes for both directions. So that's something that's we wanted to bring on here. All right. So let's see if there are any questions. Oh, yeah, of course, there has to be questions. Mr. Don is on the show. Mr. Don is on the show. So PCG is the one stock. I have another stock for us to talk about other than Neo PCG. But let's take a look at this. So PCG, this one, it's an $11 stock, okay? So when I say $11 stock, I mean, it's not, you know, the criteria that we filter. So meaning that I have very little exposure to this one. It has been sideways since really January. Yeah, I call this sideways, meaning again, it's an $11 stock. Obviously, a $1 range is 9%, but that's the whole point. That's I'm not going to come back onto that. So let's say we can say extend the range here. The range has been 10.5 to 12. Yeah, it has just been oscillating in between. So in this case, really, we will want to really have a full-blown breakout on the upside. We will want this stock to be trading above $12 yeah, to clear this high, at least this above $12 or something. Yeah, as of now, this sideways action on here, I don't know what's your timeline. It could be here used as an accumulation, and if you're buying the stock on here, oh yeah, it's a good thing. So a recent momentum from a technical point of view, it's above just exactly at the EMAs, both the yellow line and the green line. So not knowing which direction it is to go momentarily here, but in the larger picture, really, it has just been doing sideways on here recently since mid-January. And if we go to the weekly chart, we see that further, right? This is a stock that was worth $47 in 2019, in 2020, $24, and so far in 2021, it's like a flat line. You use different time frame, folks, to get a full, more information about what the stock is doing. Okay? All right, very good on there, on that one. My brain, the stock are just popping into my mind. There's definitely a stock that I need to talk to you guys about. We already know that, and maybe the other one. There are two stocks that I need to talk about after we are done with this year. Okay, so next stock from Mr. Donny, it's there will be Thursday Wahala, I believe, set up today. There will be Thursday Wahala. There will be Thursday Wahala. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Nick. Yeah, we kind of forgot about Thursday Wahala. So we have a strategy that we call Friday Wahalas, but because the market is closed on this coming Friday, because in observance of Good Friday, our Friday Wahalas will turn into Thursday Wahala, and we will be showing them today at the end of, well, hopefully live in the live session. But my friend, Mr. Nick, and you can tell everybody that, guess what? We have been using the same Friday Wahalas. Okay, well, right, so very quickly here, the next stock from our friend Mr. Dunning is WPM. Wheaton, yeah, I'm familiar with this stock. This is a stock that at some point I was really eyeing. And as usual, I lost track of it, and then it went to $50. And lately, it has been slumping. This is the weekly chart of WPM. How do we know that? We can use the middle of the Bollinger Band here. The white line or the green line has been the trend line for resistance. Yeah, that's as simple as that. And this has been, because we can extend this. Let me try to do this here. I am horrible at drawing, so forgive me. So let me try to draw a trend line. Aha! For once, am I going to be able to draw a trend line? Really? Yeah? Here you go. Here's a downward trend line for this thing. Do we know then where support is? Yeah, we can say that 35-ish, 36, 35, 37 is the support area, because we have bounced off it here back on June of 2020 for a nice rally. We bounced off of that level here in November, the week of November 23rd, for a 5-6 weeks rally that took it to 47 from that area, that support area of 36, 36, 37, if you will. And we are currently there, but it is trying recently to just recover above the EMA 8, the yellow line on the weekly, and it fell. So it could be that this stock really want to go trade in the lowest value. Not sure, but for the time being, it's the immediate momentum on here on the weekly chart is bearish. I mean, it has made this run here, yeah, recently, March the 8th through March the 15th. Nice run from 36 to 40. That's $4. That's over 10%. That's on that. And then from there, now it's in another one. We are trading here. The last 6 days have been closing all below the exponential moving average. And the slope of the yellow line, we keep repeating that here, tells us if the stock is bearish or bullish. This is flat like we saw on the first stock on there earlier. We don't know the direction here. That yellow line has crossed over the green line. Exponential moving average has crossed below exponential moving average 20. That's the death cross, right? So the stock tends to respect that, so we can expect lower values on here at 37.72 as of now. Obviously, we will be bullish if this stock is able to recapture those above both of the yellow and the green line, meaning that a price of 38.50 will get us interested into being bullish. So in that case, you set up an alert. We did an alert yesterday, or not yesterday, it was the day before yesterday on the stock Futu, and I shared that with you guys. When the alert came, the comments in there was, hey, we needed to be bullish. And I think, what's Futu trading this morning? Is this a confirmation to say that the alert works? Yeah, Futu is trading at 138, not bad, just $2 above that alert at 136. Okay, so that's how you will go about doing it. Let's see here. We have just literally a couple of minutes. Lee Auto. We have not traded Lee Auto, but we have seen Lee Auto a great deal, right? Lee Auto 2021 has not been kind to Lee Auto, because at the beginning of the year the stock was trending up all the way to $36. Recently here we can have similar type of trend line. We can draw a trend line here. The white line has been the case over the last 6 days, has been trading below both the EMA 8 yellow line and the EMA 20 green line. The slope of the yellow line, it's continuing to come down with price level. So where support is anybody gets, but for the time being, we cannot say that we are bullish. Support for over here already is looking more like $18 thereabout, because that's where we see most of the time. And last time it bounced off of your last time, March the 5th, it bounced off of $19.69. So it would be nice to see if it's correlated to NEO for 6, because NEO also posted a low, or everybody posted a low on March the 5th. We were live on that day. Interesting. We are planning on being live today to close the session. Will we be posting, revisiting the low of March the 5th, or will it be the opposite? It will be interesting, wouldn't it? That on March the 5th, most of the entire market, most of them posted that low, recent low for the month of March. Maybe some of them will be posting a high today. That's worth the price of admission from our 2:30 show. All right, very good. Let me just check on here. Okay, hopefully we answer all the questions, and we say great hello to Mr. Edith. A couple of stocks, and one of them actually, I don't know how I missed it. Shame on me, because it ought to be here, or is it not? Yeah, it's just that it was further down on the list of stock, right? I want to show you its charts here. Can we get a chart of X? X is breaking out, folks. Yeah, how do we know? Prior resistance has been at 24. It got rejected there 2 times. Yeah. Friday, it traded above 24, got rejected, but was it Friday? We are Wednesday today. So, but then on Monday, gapped above it, and yesterday posted high, retreated a little bit, and is gapping again. So let's bring the chart of X on here and give you potential target price on this breakouts. This is another stock that's maybe reacting to news, the infrastructure bill, and things like that. But this strength here, look at the strength of this thing, folks. from $19 on May the 25th. May the 25th was less than a week ago. The stock is trading. Nah, yeah, and it's not just a $20 stock is trading almost $7 higher. Yeah, more than $7.50 higher. All right. So, how do we find that? Actually, we have done this research before. Oh my God, the drawing. Oh my goodness. All right. So, shame on me, no, but shame on anybody on here. We have talked about this, right? We have talked about this before. How do I know? This is the so-called cup and a handle. And so I tried to draw here. I'm bad. This is the cup here. This is the handle here. And I told you at the time that the technical analysis says that the depth of the cup is the expected move when it breaks above that. So the alert should have been when this stock breaks above 24, you buy about the 30 cups. Yeah, I missed that alert. No, well, I didn't miss that alert. We treated this as a GangstA yesterday. Was it our GangstA, right? So nice posting high highs. If we go quickly to the weekly charts and look to the left, easy for us to see. I mean, we will discover, the chart will unveil that this stock in 2017, I remember that like it was yesterday. In 2017, it went on a massive run from $20 to $47. Yeah, I mean, with some pullbacks in between, but we're talking about the shape here. So, meaning, is it time for another one? This stock is known through the years. Yeah, let me show you the monthly chart of next year, and we will close on that. Yeah, this was almost a $200 stock back in 2008. This is what this stock is capable of. So, but I'm not sure, I'm not saying that's real return there, but definitely 30, 40, yeah, definitely at play this year with all of the bullish news that's coming in. So for those looking for long-term trade, remember, right? So if you go to the daily chart of this one, remember one of the little technique we said, well, the crossover, the slope of the EMA, there's no doubt on here. It's putting each and every day, there's more and more distance between the yellow line and the green line, meaning the recent momentum is really accelerating big time. So X, yes, flat out breaking out on that. We want to be involved trading those stocks because you can trade pullbacks, then the next day is gapping. Definitely, it is moving, it has momentum. That's what we do here at Successful Trading. And hence, when asked, what's your favorite stock? The answer is always one and only, whichever one is moving the fastest on that day, on that week, or on that month. Thank you, everybody. We shall reconvene at 2:30. Let's cross our fingers on that and send off the month of March, the quarter, and set ourselves up for brand new beginning. April Fool's Day is tomorrow, folks, with expiration day. My. What type of wahala can we expect? Hopefully, you come back and you find out.